So this person don't like you, so there's nothing you can do to make the relationship work. This person don't like you, so there's nothing you can do to make the relationship work. Let's talk about this. So I've seen it time and time and again when the person is with the wrong person and they trying to make it work. I've seen it time and time again. I had two relationships where I wanted them to fix their behavior and to act right and treat me right. But if they're the wrong person, if this person doesn't like you, you see what I'm saying? If they're the wrong person anyway and this person doesn't like you, there's nothing you can do to make the relationship work. The relationship isn't working because the person doesn't like what you stand for. The person doesn't like who you are inside. The person don't like you as a person. So there's nothing you can do or they can do to fix the relationship. It's not about fixing their behavior. When they don't like you, they don't believe in what you believe in. You do not have the same life goals and priorities. There's nothing to fix. You only need to fix a relationship when it's worth fixing. When a person is right for you, when you belong together, when God has put you together, that is worth fixing. Some people are not right for you. That's why it's not working out for you. You know, a lot of people want to sit up there and try to change the behavior of the person. It's not about changing the behavior of a person because I had two people in my life who they look like they changed their behavior, but I still didn't want to be with them. Why? Because they didn't like me. They didn't like what I stand for. I didn't like them. I liked what they stood for. I didn't like the way they were, their character. They didn't like the way they. I didn't like the way they were. They didn't like the way I, was or whatever. We didn't agree with each other's personality. We didn't have similar life goals and priorities. So you have to have that. And these people that you're going to connect yourself with, you don't have similar life goals and priorities with them. This is why they're not the one. Okay, we have to stop trying to make it work out with people that it was never meant to work out with. We have to stop trying to make it work out with people that it was never meant to work out with. This is the problem in all this. When it comes to the wrong relationships, we have to stop trying to make it work out with people that it was never meant to work out with. We have to stop trying to make it work out with people that it was never meant to work out with. Okay? So, okay, this is why they don't want. Okay, it's not about them changing their behavior. They came into this relationship and they didn't like you, so they're not the one. They came into this relationship and they stayed with you for the wrong reasons. They knew you were not the one. They knew they didn't like your personality, character, whatever it was, and they stayed with you anyway. They're not the one. This is why you don't belong with them. This is why you don't belong with them. Stop trying to change these people's behavior and change the person you're with. Stop trying to change the person's behavior and change the person you're with. And this is what applies to this only applies to people that are in wrong relationships. Now, some of us may be in right relationships and people need to change things about them, maybe behavior or different things. But you're right for the person to say it's okay for the change, but there's no need for the person to, what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get these people to change, and these people are going to revert back to who they are, because that's who they are. So, I mean, that's who they really are, but y'all trying to get them to change. They can't change who they are. So people can't change their stripes. You see what I'm saying? These people are just like that, and they don't want you. So there's no sense in you trying to get them to change. You came in a relationship that you might have had, and you really like a person, you really want to be a person, and you try to get them to change certain things that they've done and work on certain errors. That's okay because you're right for the person. But if you're not even right for the person, there's nothing to change. You need to change the relationship or leave or pray about it or whatever. But when they're right for you, there's something to change. When they're not even right for you and don't belong in your life, there's nothing to change. You need to change who you're with. This is what's going on with most people, and they don't even realize it. They're with the wrong person. It's not about them changing their behavior. That isn't going to solve anything. Because even if they try to change and fit your mold and do everything you want, it's not real. They don't like you like that. They're doing it for a reason. They're stringing you along. They're only trying to do it to please you and to keep you stuck or something like that. Because they came in as to who they were. They came in being who they were. They came in being whoever they were. They came in not really liking who you were. They came in not liking what you stood for. They came in not being your real partner. You know what I mean? Like they came in not fitting with you. They came in not having life goals and similar priorities and what you love. They came in like that, so they're still like that. It doesn't matter the behavior they try to change. They're still that person. That's why it doesn't matter if they change the behavior. It only matters if a person who is right for you changes the errors and behaviors that they're doing and they're trying to correct it. That's the only time it counts. It doesn't count for a wrong person that don't belong in your life to change errors and behaviors because they came in as who they are, and that's who they still are. That's the person they are. So there's no reason for you to sit up here and try to, you see what I'm saying, change behaviors and all this kind of other stuff. I'm sorry, all this other stuff. Because you have to understand, these people came in. There's no reason to trying to change the behaviors, no matter who's wrong in your life. You only need to worry about fixing errors and behaviors of people who are right in your life. Like there's something that you see that a person that's right in your life, belong in your life, and they need to fix errors, okay, but don't waste your time trying to change errors and stuff in people that are not right in your life. Because they came in not liking you, they came in not wanting you, they came in fake, they came in not didn't want to be with you, not really want to be with you. They came in stringing you along, they came in giving you gifts for the wrong reason, they came in being with you for the wrong reason, they came in for the wrong reason, they stayed for the wrong reason, they're there for the wrong reason. Therefore, they don't belong in your life. Never try to change behaviors of a person that's wrong in your life. Never try to change behaviors of a person that's wrong in your life. And that's the message.